Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little brow routine, but this brow routine is for people with thicker eyebrows. Now, if you have thin eyebrows, of course you can still watch it, but you might not necessarily be able to relate. So the reason that I wanted to do this video is because obviously I have thick eyebrows, but I see a lot of brow routines most of the time and nobody really ever does one for thick eyebrows because I feel like having thicker eyebrows is kind of just more uncommon. You know, my eyebrows are very thick. They're not brushed yet. We're gonna get there. But I just wanted to show my girls with thicker brows how they really can still create, you know, nice looking eyebrows, because I find a lot of the time with my eyebrows, because they are thicker, I end up overdoing it and it looks darker on one side and it's hard. I think it's harder to work with. I think, you know, like, yeah, it's less work to do, I guess, but I feel like it might be easier to have sparser eyebrows because you kind of just draw it on wherever you want it. With me, it's a constant struggle. Like, I did my eyebrows recently within the last few days, like plucked them. I pluck my eyebrows myself at home. I don't let anyone do my eyebrows. I do them myself. I'm kind of scared someone's gonna wax them off, so I do them myself. But so I just did them recently, so they're kind of clean right now, but my eyebrows just grow so fast. I literally will do my eyebrows and then the next week they're already grown back, and then it messes with the shape of my eyebrows because I forget where the shape is. And it's hard, okay? It's a hard life, okay? I'm gonna make a little video for you girls who are going through the same struggles as me, and hopefully we can get through it together. So the first product that I want to talk about that I think has really maybe not helped my eyebrows, but I feel like it has because I've been using it. So this is the Ardell Brow and Lash Growth Accelerator. You can see that it's very loved and I'm almost out of it. I need to get more, but I put this on when I'm doing my skincare at nighttime. So I put this on every night, and all you do is just brush your eyebrows through, and whenever it dries down, it almost dries down similar to a gel. It's not as crunchy, but it definitely will set your eyebrows in place. So I kind of like that because I feel like it trains my eyebrows to grow a certain way. Again, I could be crazy with all of this, but I feel like it works. So I've been using this for a while now. I've always had thick eyebrows before I started using this, so I don't think my thick eyebrows are necessarily completely accredited to this, but I do think that it's helped. So I put this on every night, like I said, and then in the morning, my eyebrows will usually stay the same unless I slept really crazy, but I like using this. It makes me feel like I'm doing something, because sometimes whenever I'm doing my skincare, I feel like, well, my eyebrows are left out. They don't have anything, because I have a lash serum that I used to use, so I was kind of doing a little bit for everything except for my eyebrows. So now my eyebrows have their own little step. Okay, so that stuff is a wet formula, obviously, so I've let it dry. You always want to let it dry. Don't go over your eyebrows with wet stuff. So as for the product goes, I have found personally that I don't like pencils. I've tried a lot of pencils, but I just don't like them that much. I find them hard to use, and I think that me personally, I can just control a brush better. So the brush that I use is from the Brow Gal. There's no numbers on it, so I have no idea. But it has this little angle tip like this. You could take any little angle tip brush like this. It has a spoolie on the other side. This is just the, I'm sorry, I just like scratched my eye. But this is the one that I prefer. I mean, I don't know why I like it. I just do. I think it feels nice in my hands. So I used to be very heavy into powders. I used to use the powder from the Brow Gal every single day of my life. I hit pan on a brow powder. So that goes to show how much I used it. But recently I've gotten into a pomade. I know, but it's not the Anastasia one because that one is expensive. It is the NYX one, and this is what it looks like right here. Are we doing this again? This is it, this little Tangman frame situation, and this one is in the shade Espresso. I think this was like the second to darkest one. I don't know. I had trouble whenever I was picking out the color because I didn't want to get one that was too dark, because sometimes with fuller eyebrows, especially because I have lighter hair, I feel like if I were to have dark hair and have thicker eyebrows, it would be the best of both worlds. But because of the fact that my hair is lighter, it looks a little bit darker in this lighting, but it is a bit lighter in person. Sometimes whenever I fill my eyebrows in fully, I look a little strange. So I do this, and I don't use a lot, so whenever I do it, I kind of like just get both sides, you know, going. And then, oh, I kind of put a lot. I love how I say I don't use a lot and then put a lot. Okay, so sometimes if it looks a little bit fat, I'll just like pinch it like this just to kind of, you know, make it a little bit more, like you can see how it's so super flat. I guess we're just gonna wait till she's done. Okay, so with my brows, I feel like I have the shape already going. So a lot of people will tell you, you know, do the bottom line and then fill in the top. I don't like that because I think it makes my eyebrows look very, very harsh, and I don't like that look. I like my brows to be natural. So what I do is, like I said, I have it very fine right now, very thin. So I take it and I kind of create the angle back here. And then I start in the middle, and you can kind of start wherever your sparseness is. This is just where my sparseness is. And I kind of just, I go with it. I make it a little bit more out, and then that's kind of it. And I just go with it. I think the biggest thing with full eyebrows is that you can go, you know, you can kind of go hard very easily. I feel like you can overdo it very easily without even trying to overdo it. All right, so I just got a little bit more, and we're just gonna fill in this little back part where it's a little bit more sparse. But again, I don't want it to be super filled in because I just don't like that look. So, yep, there we go. All right, as for the front goes, I feel like sometimes my front pieces are cooperating better than others. Like today, I feel like it looks kind of fluffy and full in the front. So I'm not really gonna fill it in too much in the front if I wanted to. I have this area right here that looks sparse, but every time I fill it in, I feel like my eyebrows just look way too dark. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. So we're gonna do the other eyebrow the same exact way. So we're gonna pinch it first, pinch it to make it nice and flat. And then just lift my eyebrows up. This is a little bit more difficult because I have glasses. They get in the way. So we'll just make the tip. Here we go. And then you just kind of just bring it out just a little bit. You just bring it out and then reach it back down. Look at that. Boom. Done. And I mean, I don't think I have the greatest eyebrows in the world, but I think that my eyebrows do enough for me to get by. Now this eyebrow that I'm working on right now has a bit more sparseness than the other one up in here. So we are gonna fill it in up here. So just a little bit right there, a little over here. Like I said, I'm not really doing that harsh line that they want you to do. I'm just filling her in. Like right here. Like this spot, this has to go. And we're just gonna connect this a little bit more. Okay, like it looks kind of wonky, like yeah, but like I'm not a makeup artist, to be honest, because I feel like the tip always gives me problems. Ugh. Like trying to make the tip fine point, because it's on like an awkward side. Like I'm right-handed, so it's kind of awkward over here. All right, so here we go. Let's try this again. There we go. That's a tip. We're gonna work with it. We're gonna go with it. So you can see there's still some areas that aren't completely filled in, but I just kind of brush it out and make it look like it kind of is. Same kind of thing with the front. So the front of this is pretty, you know, it's kind of doing its thing. See, I hate how this looks right here. Look at this. This looks terrible. It looks worse. The arch on this one is just different than the other one. Look at that eyebrow. Problem is that the tip of this one is so thick that like I have to drag it down so far to make it look thinner. I'm telling you guys, having thick eyebrows is a struggle. It's hard to get the shape right. That's what I was saying. I feel like with sparser eyebrows, you can draw the shape perfect. Okay, this is what we're working with, and we're moving on. So, I mean, there it is there, guys. I mean, using that stuff whenever I go to sleep really helps to keep my brows in place and helps to keep them straight. Like, I know sometimes if I don't use it, I'll sleep and some of my brows will get like kind of curly and like kind of bend out of place. Then at that point, I might use a brow gel, but on a regular day, I don't really use a brow gel. I kind of just keep spoolies with me, to be honest. And I'm like a freak about my eyebrows, and like I just constantly like brush my eyebrows like a psychopath. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. Even if you don't have full eyebrows, I think that there's a million things I could say about having full eyebrows, but I never really do my eyebrows on camera that much. I mean, I do whenever I do get ready with me's, like, but I don't really talk about it. So I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about my struggles of having thick eyebrows. I know I sound like so entitled and so obnoxious, my struggle of having thick eyebrows, because a lot of people in the comments are probably gonna be like, can I please have your brows, ma'am? But no, ma'am, you can't have my eyebrows because they're actually the worst. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.